What if we could have the commercial tech, instant heat up time, the 9-bar pressure, and even automatic microfoam of your milk that rivals your local cafe, all in a box the size of a toaster? This is the Breville Bambino Plus. Now, if you've seen our review of the standard Bambino, you know we love its simplicity. The Plus adds about $100 to the price tag. The big question is, where does that money go? And why should it matter to a home barista? Let's get acquainted with the Bambino Plus. It's compact, like seriously small, 19.5 centimeters wide, 32 centimeters deep, and 31 centimeters tall. Unlike the standard model, the Plus has a bigger 1.9 litre removable water tank. Now that might sound boring, but in the world of espresso, running out of water mid-shot is a tragedy. This gives you that extra buffer. The controls, these are an upgrade too. You have your standard 1 and 2 shot buttons, but then you have temperature and texture settings for your milk as well. And this goes along with the steam wand. This isn't just any steam wand. It's an intelligent robot arm. You set your temperature, you set your foam level, press the button, and you will get superbly textured milk without that steep learning curve on how to steam milk. The accessories you get are a 54mm portafilter, a little heftier than the standard Bambino model. You have the usual plastic tamper, a volumetric dosing tool, and once more Breville includes both pressurized and non-pressurized filter baskets. The translation? It'll get you started no matter if it's pre-ground or the type of grinder that you're using. Yet, I highly recommend you use the default double unpressurized filter basket. That's what we will be using today. Below all this is the drip tray. This is easy to slide out and clean. And it's got that little red pop-up indicator that lets you know when it is full, as well as an area where your milk jug sensor sits. Now the overall build, compared alongside to all other Breville espresso machines, is metal where you need it, and a little bit plasticky where you don't. Now, a feature that nerds like me do get excited about, and this is not seen on the outside, but inside is a 3-way solenoid valve. Here's why this matters. The solenoid valve vents pressure built up in the portafilter after pulling a shot at high pressures. And the valve instantly dissipates and removes that pressure back into the drip tray. So the result is a dry, solid puck that knocks out clean every time. It's a small detail, but when you're making 6 AM coffee, not having to scoop hot coffee soup out of your basket is a luxury I'm sure you'll appreciate. And the Bambino Plus is capable of producing legitimate specialty grade espresso. It hits that sweet spot of 9 bars pressure every shot. So it's not 15 or 20 bars, it's set for the gold standard of espresso brewing. Though I do have to be the bearer of important news just for a second. This machine is only as good as your grinder. That's really not new news to espresso, but it is something that can be easily overlooked. If you're confused, this machine alone won't make good coffee. You want a good grinder, or else you'll never attain the cafe level quality espresso that's possible on the Bambino Plus. So today we are brewing with the Plus version of the famous Breville Bambino lineup, and we're going to find out if this little machine is actually a miracle worker. The real premise of this machine is unique. It's designed to remove the biggest barrier of entry for home baristas. It's not espresso, it's milk texturing. You see, it promises to do all the hard work for you there, without sacrificing the quality of the espresso shot itself. So it's trying to be that bridge between, I just want a coffee and I want to perfect my craft. And you can do both. But to get there, we do need to strip away the marketing fluff and look at the workflow, the quirks, and the reality of living with this machine daily. Now, if you do enjoy weighing up machines like this, a quick insider tip. If you join our brew club, you'll earn points every time you shop with us. And then you can redeem those points for further discounts and exclusive deals. It's a no-brainer. I'll throw the link in the description down below. It's totally free to join. All right, with that out of the way, let's keep going on with the video. So how does this machine actually perform? Well, to begin with, the Bambino Plus uses Breville's thermojet heating system. So from turning on, it's ready to brew in around 3 seconds. Yes, that is true. However, and this is a big however, just because the water is hot doesn't mean the machine is. If you pull a shot the second the light stops flashing, you may see inconsistent results from day to day. Why? Because the group head and the portafilter are still cold metal, and they will suck the heat right out of your hot water. So a workflow tip here, and I would almost say this is mandatory, is run a blank shot through first. So you hit that brew button with no coffee in the basket and let the hot water heat up the group head, the portafilter, and your cup below whilst you're grinding your beans. Now, earlier I mentioned the Plus comes with a whole bunch of different filter baskets, like the pressurized dual wall ones, which are forgiving for pre-ground coffee. They're fine, but to unlock the Plus's potential, you need to switch to the single wall baskets, like the double one here. And for these, you need a grinder capable of espresso adjustments. Do not buy this machine if you're going to skimp on the grinder. You will just be frustrated. A great grinder makes this machine sing, and your coffee will be indistinguishable from cafe quality brews. I would begin by adding 18 grams of finely ground coffee, and if you can pick up the Breville dosing ring, this would go a long way for helping dosing into your basket. Then add another needed addition here, replace the default tamper with one that fits better, and possibly one that has a leveler and is spring-loaded. So this part of your coffee making routine can never be questioned. Now that I'm ready to brew, I first purge the group head. You'll notice in those first few seconds, there is steam coming out. This an artifact of the thermojet boiler system, but you certainly don't want that superheated water brewing your coffee. And one quirk to note, this machine is light. It's well built, but it's light. When you lock that portafilter in tight, and you should lock it in tight, you'll find yourself having to hug the machine with your other hand to keep it from sliding across the counter. There's also a small workflow upgrade worth knowing. Skip the built-in volume metrics and use the double brew button as a manual start-stop. Just hold it in to begin the shot, and as soon as you release it, you're in full control as to when to stop the shot. So with a scale under your cup, we're timing the espresso shot, and we're going to stop the shot at your desired recipe, not the machine's guess. So if we're dosing 18 grams in, we're aiming for 36 grams out. And doubling your dose is the simplest path to consistent, balanced shots on the Breville Bambino Plus. And 24 to 30 seconds is your target brewing time. Now let's talk the magic trick, the milk. Now I'll admit, I was a little skeptical. An automatic milk steamer? Come on. But I was wrong. Key points here. Don't fill the milk up too much in the jug. And you still want to give it a good purge of the steam wand before going into steam. Then place the jug on the sensor, select your adjustable temperature and foam levels, and then you'll hear that rhythmic ch-ch-ch of the pump introducing air. The sensor monitors the milk in real time. When it cuts off, the texture is shockingly good. We're talking glossy wet paint microfoam, perfect for latte art. Now, is it as good as a pro barista on their best day? Maybe not quite. But for the convenience this brings to those who struggle with consistent milk steaming, this is leaps and bounds ahead of many espresso machines at this price point. My takeaways from the automatic steaming are the 2 or the 3 setting on either temperature and milk foam gave the best results, as well as making sure that the milk jug is pushed all the way back on the drip tray, so the steam wand is almost flush with the handle at the back of the jug, got the best roll of your milk inside the jug for the best foam creation. And you can absolutely steam manually too. You simply need to have the steam wand facing outwards rather than the jug sitting on that pressure plate. Also, when you're done steaming, be ready for the auto purge. So when you lower the wand, the machine automatically flushes milk out of the steam wand system. It can startle you that first time, but it is needed. And because of that auto purge and the solenoid valve, the drip tray fills up incredibly fast. I recommend emptying this tray every 2 days or every 2 coffees almost. It's the price you pay for the machine keeping itself clean. So who is the Breville Bambino Plus actually for? Well, if you're someone who wants the result of a hobbyist setup without the fuss of one, this is the king. It is perfect for the household where one person wants to geek out on weighing beans, tamping, trying new single origins, and the other person just wants to press a button and get a hot frothy latte. It bridges that gap beautifully. The Bambino Plus proves that you don't need a massive boiler, you don't need a plumbing connection to make cafe quality drinks, you just need good thermal stability, good pressure, and let's be honest, a little robotic help with the milk doesn't hurt. If you own a Breville Bambino Plus, let me know in the comments section. Do you use the automatic milk frother or do you steam manually? Throw it in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, thank you so much for watching till the end of this video, and I'll see you in the next one.